All right, friends, we are going to use the rest of the time to talk about making different patterns. We're going to be using both the option of some foam shapes or gel crayons. The first one you're going to do is a color pattern. And for this one, we're just going to start out first with some of the gel crayons. So everybody will do gel crayons for this. You're going to pick two colors. I'm just going to do orange and white because I'm going to do it on top of this purple section here. Pick one section on your blanket, and what you're going to do is an A, B, B color pattern. So A, B, B means one of the colors you do once and the other one you do twice. So I'm going to take my white and I'm going to say that's my A. And you don't have to do straight lines. If you want to do a different type of line or even a shape pattern and you think you can draw that easily with these gel crayons, then that's fine. I'm going to do white as my A and orange as my B. So now that I went in with that A, I'm going to do my B twice. And then I'm going to go back in with my A again. Now, by the way, you do not need to use the same colors as me. I'm going to go ahead and do my B twice, A, B, B. Then do my A again. Then my B, B twice, B, B, A, B, B. So now I have an A, B, B pattern using color. So in the next line, we're gonna go into another section, and what we're gonna do is the shape pattern. So we're gonna take, you can use your gel crayons if you want to draw shapes, but I find that hard to do. So I'm gonna do probably just these foam shapes, and I'm gonna pick out two. We're gonna do an AB this time in another section, so this is a whole different section. So I'm gonna take, I don't know, let's see, I'm gonna maybe do circle and heart. So I don't care if your hearts are all the same color, as long as they're around the same size. I'm gonna go through and just kind of find the best I can, enough of those. I'm gonna start lining them up. So I'm gonna do heart, circle, heart, circle. So notice I haven't even glued them down yet because I want to make sure I have room. And if I don't have room, I can always do it in another section. Okay, so then after the circle's my heart, because this is an A, B. Then I'm going to come below that and start over. Heart, circle. If you only have room for one row, that's fine. Heart, circle, and I don't really have room, so I'm just going to keep it at that. So in this case, I didn't do a color pattern, I just did a shape pattern. Now if I had picked to use the same two colors each time, then that would be both a color and a shape pattern, but I changed the colors, so it's just a shape. So I have an A-B shape pattern: heart, circle, heart, circle, heart. Heart, circle, heart, circle, and then what would have been next? Heart. So to glue these on, I'm gonna get my glue stick, and I'm just gonna go in, add a little glue on the bottom, and press for a few seconds. You do wanna make sure you get enough glue down on your paper so that way, so you can try gluing the paper if that's easier. So that way these actually stick and do not fall off later. All right, so I have my shape AB pattern. Okay, so now I'm gonna do another line pattern, but this one's gonna focus on different types of lines. So this one I'm gonna do is an ABC, and I'm just gonna stick with one color for now. And I'm gonna do that maybe down here. And I'm gonna think of 3 different types of lines off my head. And those 3 lines are my core, and the core is the part that gets repeated. So I'm gonna do wavy, zigzag, and dashed. And then what needs to come next, I start all over because my core is wavy, zigzag, dash. Now it goes wavy, zigzag, and I'll only have room to do it twice, dash. All right, so that was an ABC pattern using different types of lines. Now we're gonna do a line and a shape pattern. So I'm gonna do squares this time. So I'm gonna just make sure I have enough before I glue them down. Okay, so I'm gonna get my glue. And again, if you would rather draw them with the gel crayon, you can. But here's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add these down and I'm leaving enough space in between each one, because what I'm gonna do is add a line, some type of line in between each square. So now I have a shape and a line pattern. Okay, so now that I have those on there, and again, they don't have to be the same colors, I'm gonna pick one color and I'm gonna do, probably, I wouldn't wanna pick blue because that's very similar to what I already did. I'm gonna do yellow. So think about that contrast when you're working. So I'm gonna do, I don't know, just a dashed line, I think, in between each one. So then I have square dash, and that again, what kind is that? Is that kind of pattern is square dash, square dash, square dash? It's a shape and line, but what else is it? It's an AB pattern again. Okay, so we've done ABB, we've done two ABs, and we've done an ABC. And then the last section, I'm gonna let you do what you want for your pattern. I think for mine, I'm actually gonna do some object want, maybe some flowers. So for the last section, go ahead and do whatever pattern you want. All right, so we have that done. The next step is we're gonna go in and just add some of these cool, they're called doilies. They used to be what people put, and some people still do, put under the cakes for decorations. We're gonna use it to look like we have some kind of like decorative stuff coming from our blanket fabric. So you're gonna go, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut out that middle section of your circle. So when I add this stuff on, I don't want to put it all in one spot. I'm going to break it up into about 3 to 4 sections. Even 5 is good too. And I'm just going to add some glue right against the curves and some spots of my blanket. So maybe right here, I'm going to add a little glue, and I'm going to take this in the flat curved side, not the decorative, is going to go right up against that. Maybe I'll do some over here. So I'm not going to keep going on the same spot. I'm gonna work my way around, and usually the bumpy side is kind of facing away from that curve. So this one here, I'm adding some glue onto this. I'm gonna take this, press it flatter curve side right up against that. So you're gonna go ahead and add those pieces onto your art.